Hi, this is Tracy with A Loving Way to Parent. There are a lot of parents out there that are now stay-at-home parents, at least for this period of time, and did not plan on being that. So what I wanted to do was provide some activities that would be great for relationship building. They would be fun for your kids, different ages. You want to kind of change it up to be what would be appropriate for your kids, but some of these things will work for all ages. Some of them only more maybe for the little ones. But listen to the different ideas and see if you can adjust it to work for your age child. So here comes the first one. It's going to be making Play-Doh. So you can go on Google. You can Google the recipe and make it right there at your house, which would be a lot of fun for your kids. Or you can go buy it and bring it back. And then your activity is going to be making something out of the Play-Doh. The next one is finger painting. With finger painting, that's a lot of fun. Kids love to get their hands messy and wet and create things with color. I would suggest doing it outside if you can because of the mess, or make sure that you put paper and stuff like that on your table so that you don't have paint. It takes you a little while to do the finger painting. The paint will dry and it's just harder to clean. Also, pay attention to what your kids are wearing so that you're not getting paint on clothes that you don't want to get paint on. So keep that in mind. Another one is finding and painting rocks. You can go out on a hike. Everybody brings back a rock. It's kind of like going out and into a pumpkin patch and getting your favorite pumpkin and bringing that home. Well, you're going to go get your favorite rock. Everybody's going to bring home a rock or even more. And then you sit down, you wash them up, and then you sit down and you paint them. Now, the cool thing about all of these things, especially the rocks, is you can make gifts. So you can start planning for Christmas gifts right now if you want to, or Mother's Day gifts. You can think about maybe if they want to make something for their teacher, if they're missing their teacher, or for grandma, if they're not able to spend time with grandma. You can even have them make a rock for their other parent, even if that parent doesn't live in the house. That would be a really sweet gesture on your part to support your child making a gift for them. So the next one is going to be drawing. So they can draw a picture, you can draw a picture and kind of compare notes and see how they draw. They might be quite talented. A lot of kids love to draw. So you just put out the paper and the pencils. Then there's family band. So you're not necessarily going to have all of the equipment you need for a band, but kids love to take pots and pans and wooden spoons and just bang away, and that's the drums. They can be doing air guitar. You can have a singer and she can just use anything she wants for a microphone, or he, and you just create your own family band. You can play real music and then just pretend you're playing that music, or they can actually sing and bang and do all that stuff and be the music that way. You can even do shows for each other. So the kids could put on a show for the parents. I know when we were kids, we would do stuff like that, and we would put on a show. And I think, yeah, and my kids, actually, we did that when my kids were young as well, where we would surprise, like two people would get together to put together some kind of a show, and then the other ones would sit and they'd be the audience, and then you would switch. So you can do stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. You get to know them, right? At first you might be thinking, oh, I don't really want to do that. But once you start acting like a kid, you're going to remember what it felt like to be a kid, and then you're going to be a fun kid for your kids to play with. Then karaoke, which goes along with that, just singing and enjoying the singing part of it. You can sing along with a YouTube video or something on the radio, or just sing a song without the music. Either way. There's also dress up night. So you could all dress up and pretend you're going out and just have a special dinner. Or you could dress up like it's Halloween and dress up in old Halloween costumes that you have from before. You could have a father-daughter and a mother-son night for dinner, or a special lunch, or you can do the girls' tea or a boys' lunch, anything like that. You can mix it up however you like to. Camping in the backyard. If you have a tent and you can put that up in the backyard, that would be like going on a camping trip. Your kids would love that. Bowling. So if you have any kind of area that's flat, and cement is probably better, or blacktop, and you have water bottles, and you can do empty water bottles if your kids are small. You can do heavier water bottles, and a heavier ball if your kids are older, and you can bowl. You can even have 2 lanes if you have the space and compete. You can do all kinds of things like that. Another one is board games. So some board games will last longer than others. have a table out where you have your board games and you can play that periodically or every night. Also puzzles, you can do that as well with puzzles. You can leave that out and everyone can work on it little by little over a couple of weeks, or you can spend one night and really dig into a puzzle. Card games, there are so many card games. You can teach your kids a lot of really fun card games. Also bike rides, hiking, taking walks, anything that gets you out in nature is going to kind of change the mood in the house. So if everybody's getting a little bit antsy and it's not a rainy day, you can go out into nature. It's going to really, it just changes everything. Everyone comes home, they're a little bit tired. They feel good having been out in the sunshine, so those are good things to do. Foursquare, if you have a cement area, you can even use chalk to create 4 boxes. But if you are in a cement area, like on a driveway, you already have 4 boxes because they're usually in sections. And that's what we do, is we just play on the driveway and there are 4 squares and we play Foursquare. You can play 2 square, you can play 3 square. And I think that's about it for today. So I just wanted to get those over to you. I hope you have fun with it. And just remember, spend the time, it's quality time with your kids, and you want to invest in them by actually doing these activities with them. Doesn't have to take a long time. Even an hour a day would make such a difference for them and for you, and you will get to know them and they will so enjoy you. Thank you and have a great day.